back to Midnight Life Matters. I'm sorry I've got no makeup on, but I've not been too well this weekend. But we thought we'd do a little video today about our 70s memories.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because we've been talking about that all weekend. Cheer me up a bit. But yeah, we thought we'd talk about...
What we talk about our pets from the past. For one, Mumpa had a hamster called Vimto. A little tiny, it was Siberian hamster, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was
she was a black Russian one.
Oh, black Russian, sorry,
Yeah,
I was telling a lie. And it was in a cage, and my mum used to have like a brick fireplace, as everyone did then in the 70s, with like wooden shelves. And the
Mahogany,
hamster, that's it. The hamster was on one of the shelves. But it was so vicious, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't even put your finger in because it'd have your finger.
What we used to do, me and my little brother, Justin, well, he's not little anymore, but at the time my younger brother, is whenever I wanted to clean out the cage, he used to get a little net. Do you know the net that used to get fishes?
Yeah.
And he'd get the net and like put it over the hamster and it'd be savage.
That's savage.
It was the most aggressive hamster I've ever known in my life. But you've had some lovely hamsters, haven't you?
Hannah had a hamster called Alf.
Oh,
Don't know if anybody remembers this, put it in the comments. But there used to be a TV series about an alien called Alf. Hannah loved it. And she weren't very old, was she?
No.
So she decided to call the hamster Alf.
And he was
he was an escape artist, that hamster was. Yeah. Honest to God.
He used to hang off the bars and open the door, didn't he?
Once I was in the kitchen cooking, I had a really tiny kitchen, Zach said. Mum, the hamster's gone. I was like, oh my bleeding God. Looked all over the house, couldn't find it. Anyway, we all sat there at night watching something on telly, like the X-Files, as you do. And we had this plop, and it was Alf, and he'd come. The house was like quite old. I think it was built in the 1940s. And it used to have central heating that was hot air. So there was air bricks all scattered through the house. It just plopped through there, dropped on the floor, and obviously we caught it under a teacup, put it back into the cage. I said, like, don't watch that. We used to tie a piece of string around it so it couldn't get out, and a clothes peg. He used to gnaw on a clothes peg, didn't he?
Yeah, it was really...
And another time, Zach was having a bath, weren't very old again. Hannah went, Mum, Alf's having a bath. I went, what? So I looked at the cage, no hamster. Went upstairs, there was Hannah's Barbie speedboat in the bath. And the hamster was lodged in the end. All you could see was the head peeking out in his teeth.
Is that what pushing him round?
Yeah. Oh my God, honest to God.
Oh,
yeah. Then you had Fudge.
Yeah, talking about dogs though, going off the subject just a little bit. Remember all the packs of dogs that used to roam around estates?
There's loads of them, weren't there? There were gangs of them, yeah.
And the dog catcher used to come in, they used to all scatter.
There loads of them, weren't there?
Absolutely, loads and loads.
Absolutely loads of them.
And a lot of them did have homes. People had just let the dogs out when they went to work in the morning.
You just used to walk the streets and meet up.
Then they'd call them back in at night and the dog come running
bit
back
like the bloody kids, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, but you never see that anymore, do you? But yeah, I do remember that. God. Because I remember my mum used to say, don't you touch them dogs.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't have them inoculated at the time. And Mum always did, didn't she?
She always did.
Yeah.
She was
a bit of a dog snob, my mum.
Yeah,
because we didn't have much money. We lived on a council estate, working class council estate. But yeah, when we had a dog, she always saved up and got a pedigree because loads of people round us would have puppies and we'd always go, Mum, can we have a pup? And she'd go, no, because you don't know what it's going to grow into if it was a mixed breed one.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
she?
right, yeah.
So she'd always save her money up and we had pedigree dogs. We had a beagle and a Springer Spaniel, didn't we? Because she knew how,
Yeah, we had Fudge. Fudge was a little Cocker Spaniel. She was a fudge colour. Really beautiful, but savage. What was it about our house that all our pets was evil?
Yeah, she was like a little flying slipper. Justin's friends used to come round and open the gate and she'd like physically attack them and they'd be hanging on the top of the These big lads like that, the dog would be like...
She's dead savage.
She was. Oh, remember that time? Tell them about the time when we thought that she'd...
had a stroke. Because on a Saturday, obviously there's 4 kids, 4 of us lot. We used to meet round Mum's on a Saturday. We used to have
was it the 80s?
Yeah, no, 90s when the kids were little.
Yeah.
Because Hannah was born in 1990 and Zach was born in 91.
Of course, yeah.
So we'd meet my mum's, she'd get the sausages on, we'd have sausage batches and sit in the garden, have a chinwag, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mum had a huge pond, a lovely garden, didn't she?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
And Fudge and Sasha was a springer, weren't she?
Yeah.
They'd be running around with the kids. Anyway, this particular day, me and Mum were out there having a fag, as you do, and Fudge just sat there in front of us, like right in front of us, and went...
It just fell to the side.
Fell to the side, and mouth was open.
Didn't
Samantha was screaming.
I was only about 20
I
at
was
the time.
like, Mum! Mum come running out. She went, what's up? I said, something's happened to Fudge. We were like, going, oh my God. And she went, you stupid sod, she said. She scratched her ear. She's got a knot in her ear hole, and a claw had caught it.
And she just fell over.
She just fell over like that. As we were like, oh, thank God for that.
Stroke, didn't
Honestly,
we?
we couldn't stop laughing, could we?
Oh,
Talking about pets as well. Well, weren't pets, actually. My younger brother, Justin, he was,
always bringing things home.
without Mum knowing.
Birds,
So Mum was upstairs, over in the bedroom, weren't she?
Yeah.
And she hit something under the bed, because he had a bunk bed, didn't he, with
Yeah.
the other brother. And she heard this squeak, and she looked underneath, and they got gerbils, weren't they?
He got gerbils from
Gerbils in a
someone.
cardboard
Gerbil
box
babies.
with food,
Yeah.
cabbage, lettuce.
Yeah.
So he got a smack round the ear hole when he come home, didn't
And
he?
then I can remember one time, because we used to have cornflakes and porridge as kids, and Mum used to say, who's been eating all those cornflakes? Because obviously she was on a limited budget, so she had so much, a packet of cornflakes and probably less of a week. It was like this cornflake gate.
Oh, yeah.
Who's been eating them? Anyway, she went in Justin's room, opened his bedroom door, and there's this fishing basket, because he still is a big fisherman, actually.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
But went in this fishing basket, and there's this white rabbit he bought off the dinner lady. He saved all his money off from it's supposed to be for his lunch, and bought this rabbit, and all these cornflakes were in the bottom.
Can you believe it? In the bottom of the basket. My mum went psycho, didn't she?
Yeah, and then
but
we
you
had
did
a
keep
cage.
it.
Yeah,
you
we
did
had a
keep
cage
it.
built.
We didn't eat it. We kept it. Honestly,
Yeah.
oh my God, the things we've got up to.
We had great times though. I think another thing that kids would not understand now, but I'm sure like, if anyone is watching this, some of you are going to know about, is when you used to rent videos.
Yeah, the video recorder. On a Friday when I finished work, I worked at Rolls Royce, the kids would be waiting for me, my brothers and sisters, and we'd go down to the Arches and hire a video recorder. So you hired it Friday, Saturday, and took it back Sunday evening.
Yeah.
And you got 3 films and a video recorder for a tenner, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was so heavy. So we'd be walking back up the hill, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Plug it all in.
Carry this, and these video recorders, they were big chunky things.
Betamax, they used to come out the top, didn't they?
Yeah, with the big buttons that you press down.
But honest to God, I mean, I think I was probably about 17, so I weren't even 18.
Carry it up a big hill where we lived. It was a big hill, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we used to carry it up, Shell did carry it all the way, and me and Justin would be skipping.
But the worst thing was I'd choose all the titles, and it'd be like, we had The Evil Dead once,
This
didn't
is what we were talking about this morning.
Children of the Corn.
Oh my God, that film.
I mean, you were
remember
only a
it.
child,
I
weren't
know,
kid,
I
weren't
remember
you?
it. So I still don't like the name Malachi now. I said that to you. It was like, that Children of the Corn was a
Savage,
nightmare.
weren't it? And that, oh my God, an Evil Dead. So I mean, me being the teenager I was, they'd be like downstairs. I don't know, the film would be finished and they'd just be having some supper. I'd go upstairs and hide in the wardrobe, and then you two would come up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and she'd do the zombie.
I did the
walk.
zombie, and the kids were
Honest
terrified.
to God, you said chase us up. Oh, they were lovely times, weren't they?
Yeah, and when you said I used to do the kung fu, because obviously I love Bruce Lee, because
yeah.
he just died like in the 70s.
Yeah,
and
you were really mad on him,
I
weren't you?
love
All
Bruce
the
Lee.
Into the,
I watched all
Enter
the
the
films.
Dragon
Yeah, I
and
watched all
that.
the films, and I used to take it out on YouTube, didn't I?
Yeah,
With
she
Kung
used to
Fu.
do this, go, "Wah," to me and my brother, and she just like fling at us on the Mind you, to be fair, remember when Justin, we used to have one of these old brass fire guards, and Justin would get it, and on a Saturday evening in the 70s, used to be the wrestling on.
Yeah, it did,
And
yeah.
afterwards, it's like Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks, and Justin would wrestle me in the middle. In the middle of the room with all the cushions down, he'd be flinging me around. And I'd go, Mum! Mum would come in like that. what are you doing to
They were
her?
lovely times, weren't they?
Yeah, they really were.
We never had a lot of choice. Like nowadays, like we said in previous videos, we can never make our mind up what we want to watch.
Yeah.
But then you only had like 3, 4...
Three channels
because Channel 4 weren't out then, was it?
Yeah.
So the only other way to watch a film was either go to the pictures or hire a video, weren't it?
Yeah, and
but video recorders are really expensive, weren't they?
They were. I remember you bought one. You bought a Ferguson
I did,
Red Star
That's
one.
it, yeah.
Remember that? And it was like a big thing. Everyone would come round looking, and I'm like,
ooh, yeah.
Great times,
They
though.
were really good times, weren't they?
Yeah,
We were so lucky, weren't we?
I mean, we were always fed. We always had lovely clothes. I mean, going down the town with my mum on a Saturday to shop.
Yeah.
All our clothes were pristine, weren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Everything was laid out for us with an outfit and pure white socks. And
Yeah, my mum, I don't know how she did it, do you?
Yeah,
Because she was on her own, obviously, with 4 kids, and she ruled us with a rod of iron, my mum did, didn't she?
Didn't she?
But she loved us, and my mum's fantastic, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a really lovely woman. How she managed, I mean, she was a child when she had me. She was 17 when I was born, which is so young, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
At the age of 24, she'd got 4 children.
Yeah. Bless
And
her.
then ending up being on her own, looking after 4 kids. And I mean,
hard
having
for
2
her.
boys and 2 girls,
Yeah,
It must have been really difficult for her.
Yeah.
And she looked
living
after
on
my
the
granddad as well, didn't she?
The estate we did, and don't get me wrong, there was lovely people. See, the trouble is, in the 70's, council estates were full of working people that worked in factories. A lot of people now that work in factories live in really beautiful bought houses.
Yeah.
But wasn't it?
At
But
the
it was
time.
just, there was no one really, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with claiming benefit if you need
No,
to, but there wasn't
no.
a lot of benefit families on that estate.
Well, you weren't allowed to, you didn't. I think the only help anybody ever got was like a voucher for
Was
school
it?
uniform, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I remember the lady next door was on her own and she had a voucher for Debenhams for a girl's school uniform. But you had to work. You didn't get any help. If you didn't get any maintenance off your ex-husband, you were buggered.
Yeah.
It's not like the system is nowadays.
No.
It was really hard then.
Yeah, that universal credit, I think you get it up to a certain amount, don't you?
Yeah,
that you
I don't
earn.
really know a lot about it. Only my experience of having to pay mine back when I had it. I talked about in the previous video. But yeah, we never had a lot of money, but we had love and we had food, didn't we?
Yeah,
and
we had
we were always laughing as well, weren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah. I
You
mean,
know, we made our own entertainment. I mean, we used to do like a show on a Saturday. Remember? God Almighty, weird.
yeah, when Dad was here.
Yeah, when my dad lived at home.
Yeah.
We had like a sideboard. It was a sideboard and it had a record player in it. Remember?
Yeah.
It was like a long sideboard, wasn't it?
It looked like a coffin almost,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
You opened it up and you got
And
a
then
record player.
you two
and a little
would dress you up and
Yeah.
just in a bit Charlie Chaplin and knock on the door and my mum would go, oh my God, not again. The things you did for entertainment. It was lovely though,
It was
weren't
lovely. Yeah, those days are sadly gone, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, everything's changed
I mean,
now.
even like meeting people, I think I mentioned this before, but the pub culture,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's how you met people.
That's it. There was clubs. I
It
mean,
was either where you lived, people that you knew where you lived.
There was a club like Cadwell Club on our
Yeah.
estate, so you'd take your kids down the club. I didn't, but people did.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not like that anymore, is it?
No,
There's not that
everything's
sense
all-
of community anymore like there used to be.
I don't think there's a lot of social interaction either,
No.
is there? That's the problem.
No.
But,
Sort of, we're living in the past a little bit, we are, because
We are.
everything's on the internet now, isn't it?
yeah, but I think
Everything.
I don't know. I just think it was a really nice time, innocent time, really.
It was
hard
lovely.
time,
Yeah.
hard time for people. You know, there wasn't a lot of money around, was there?
No. Remember that time when you was coming back from college and you come back from college and somebody posted them photographs through the door?
Yes.
It's really, this was like a bit like stalking, this was. Not
It
like
wasn't
internet
very- really
stalking
frightened me,
nowadays,
actually. Yeah.
but you had photos through the letterbox, didn't you, of
I
you?
used to walk up the. It was like these flats, and I used to walk up the side, and there was a pub on the side. I used to walk up there, and there was pictures of me walking back.
Yeah.
Home.
You know these Polaroid Instagram photos? It was them, weren't it? The ones that you just take the photo and they just come out the top.
Yeah, and he's posted them through my letterbox with this engagement card on it, and I showed my mum, and then nothing ever happened again. I don't know
No,
what.
we don't know who it was or what happened, but
it
oh
was
my
sorted
God.
out, I think.
Yeah, it was savage.
Because you know, people on our estate wouldn't have liked that. You know,
No.
it's just, you know, you're just a
But
kid.
if you wanted to use the phone then, we had a phone, but my My mum used to take the phone to work with her in her
She
bag,
used to have
remember?
that lock on it, remember?
And she used to unplug it and take it to work with her. So you'd be like, oh, I was just going to use the phone. Oh, you had to walk just round, well, probably about half a mile away and use the phone box, which was 2p.
Remember when you used to have them little boxes? If anyone come round to borrow the phone, they used to put like 10p in that little box.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, honestly.
Our times have changed.
Times have changed, kids.
Who would have thought that you'd have a phone that's a computer?
And I don't think for the better now.
No.
I know.
It's good in one way.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant because it's accessible to everybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, through
It's
all...
good in one way, but in another way, it's not, oh my God, going back to the phones. I think I told you before, I've had a new phone and I've had my phone, I think I had it 9 or 10 years. So I'm just getting used to it because our Sam's got a similar one. Hers is a bit older than mine. And she said, have you seen that app on your phone? Well, it's not an app, it's like, if you go into the Google search bar, right, you can take a photo of something and it brings up loads of pictures of what the item is. So say you were looking to see if something was genuine, like, I don't know, like a sports top or
if
a pair of
it's
trainers
a
or
designer
something.
thing or whatever.
So we started doing that because obviously, like we said, we're doing a bit of vintage.
Oh my God.
So we took a photo of Dexter first of all. We'll put that in the comments later. And it brought up all these different types of Dobermans.
Yeah.
So then I took a photo of our Sam. And she was like, you know, doing a pouting and pulling her neck in and everything. Bought all these pictures of all these turkey necks. We were crying with laughter. I goes, don't do one of me, because I dread to think what it's like. She took one of my face, and I swear to God, it was like loads of old women's necks. You know, like big necks like that, like rolls and rolls. And I thought, Christ, get me some sellotape.
So paranoid.
No, get me some, not sellotape. Some of that black tape, you know, that black...
The masking tape.
Masking tape, so I can put my face back like, look. Oh no, I look weird. I look even weirder.
So funny.
But we were really laughing. It was so funny.
It was.
So then we took a photo of Mampa's partner, Julian, didn't we? Right. He's got glasses and longer. And it brought a picture of loads of old men, right? And it brought a picture of the Crow Man. We were crying, weren't we?
It was so
we were really
funny.
laughing.
I think he found it very funny.
No,
we
didn't find it very funny. But we thought it was hilarious, didn't we? But honestly, the phones are fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Things you can find out. Mind you, it's a bit
It's how
depressing.
different everything's all changed. I mean, I remember the first mobile phones, not that I had one, but I remember when I was at university, seeing them walk around London with the big phones, you know, like Dom Jolly, really big and like a thing on them. Yeah, I remember that.
And the Nokia phone first came out, that was like it had like a little thing on the end.
Yeah, an antenna.
My first husband had one, sound like Liz Taylor, don't I? But yeah, he had one, and he used to have it in his car, and I always remember he ordered a Chinese with his phone, and I was like in awe. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you've ordered a Chinese. That's so old. I know, must have been 1992 or 93, but phones came out before then.
I mean, the thing is, you couldn't even, in the early 80s, you couldn't even ring your order to the Chinese restaurant. You just had to go down.
Exactly, yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah. Not many people had phones, though, did they?
No, not really.
Like they do now. Now, most people have got a phone. Our mum's just got a basic phone, ain't she?
Yeah.
She don't like answering it, though.
No, she don't.
She's like, I don't want one of them things. I'm like, Mum, it's so good. You want to get yourself a phone, you've only got to answer it. She won't have the internet, will she?
No.
Yeah, she was one of the first people in our street to have like Sky.
Yeah.
And Sky was at the time was free.
Yeah.
And I think you paid £5 for the movies then. That's how cheap it was.
Was it?
Yeah, you had like a big satellite dish. It was huge. Put it on the side of your house.
I remember Sky and that BSB. Was it BSB?
I can't really remember.
Sky, and then there was another.
Because we used to watch wrestling, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh God, we used to watch wrestling on Saturday night. What was it called? WWF. And it was, you know, they used to have like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
We loved that, didn't we?
Yeah, and the kids tiny, weren't they?
Oh, they were, but we absolutely loved it.
Did you have the kids then?
We did. I did, yeah. Because I lived in that little bloody flat, remember?
Yeah.
Had to go up all them 9 million stairs.
Just to go up. I remember carrying the push chair up there.
Oh, God.
Things we did, eh?
I know.
Anyway, I am now going to go because I don't feel too well. I'm sorry about the state of myself.
Oh, you look beautiful, don't be silly.
No,
But we're going to be back.
But we will be back. We're going to do a couple this week.
Yeah, we're going to do a bit more on the 1970s and 80s.
Yeah, and if you got any memories like that, stick them in the comments.
Yeah,
so that
please
we can, talk about them next time because we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we would.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.